I'm gonna test this shit out again. I'm gonna walk outside. I wonder if there's a cold front or what. About to rain. Grass so high the VC could be hiding out here. Yep. We've got one job, America. Rock out with your cock out or jam with your clam out. You know? Simple. Ain't gotta do shit. This is a good song. You see, it has the world started eating itself. It's like time, right? Very cyclical. But may not be that way. It's convenient in pagan religion for sure. Um, there's so much there that we lost. But most of the ideas of the cyclical cosmos that are based on physics are not actually valid according to what we currently know. Of course, I've got my own vocabulary about the matter. You know, you've got transcosmic time and transcosmic space. Those are, best of my knowledge, neologisms. I just fucking made them up, so deal with it. Transcosmic time is the time between our cosmos and the last one, whatever that might have been. Transcosmic space is a physical distance between the cosmic horizon and the next universe, which are all multiverse possibilities. So, in one idea of the multiverse is that you have a tapestry of, let's say, bubble wrap, and each bubble is a universe, and you have such distance between the two that there's no possibility of the light reaching from one to the other in the time that that universe would exist, right? Because a lot of our cosmological ideals uh, do postulate, of course, we've got the Big Bang model, right? So we know where it began. There's the ultimate question of how that began, which is never going to be answered. Because you're applying laws of causality to that which contains the laws of causality, meaning the universe. So that's illogical, right? There's nothing for the universe, as best we can tell. But it's interesting because the ultimate fate of the universe, as far as we know now, is the Big Rip. Okay, the Big Rip or the Big Freeze, and both of these, well, the cosmological constant, we don't know where that's at, but the expansion of the universe is accelerating. Right? If God is up there, and He created the universe, He did a real bad job because, uh, you know, if you're driving your car toward a wall, right? You slow down, you don't accelerate until you hit the wall. And what I mean by this is the Big Rip is actually an idea whereby this anti-gravitational force, which is causing the universe to continue expanding in an exponential manner in terms of speed, is actually going to go so fast that it just rips apart reality, right? Atoms, everything just gone. Big Rip, you know, just torn apart. The fabric of space, space-time destroyed, right? So that's one idea, right? But here's another idea, which is equally bleak. This is more bleak than any Ragnarok scenario that we could dream up. So, the big freeze. Eventually, all your stars are going to die, right? You're going to run out of nuclear material for them to be reborn. Because every star is born out of another star's destruction, using some of that same matter, and so forth and so on and so forth and so on, right? Um, Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to have nothing but red dwarfs left, right? Your stars are not going to be main sequence anymore. And then what happens after that? Well, those stars eventually die. It takes a very long time for a red dwarf to die. They're red dwarfs now. They could have been alive for the majority of the cosmos, I think. But they don't run out of their material. Okay, so black holes, right? All your stars eventually just go out. There's just black nothingness, except for black holes. And they just hang out for trillions of years, consume everything, and eventually through Hawking radiation, radiate some of their mass out. Or little by little, they evaporate. All right. So, and keep in mind this big freeze model has the universe still expanding. Okay, it just expands at such a rate that it doesn't rip itself apart, but it's expanded enough that each galaxy is basically an island that's so distant from the next galaxy that you basically can't see it. So, all right, so black holes evaporate. Then you got proton decay. So, then matter is going to be nothing but quarks, subatomic particles floating in nothingness for eternity, right? And what's interesting is that there's always a possibility that you could have this happen and essentially play it out long enough that another cosmos happens, right? Um, they don't know, like I said, what caused the Big Bang, but the quantum fluctuations, blah blah blah. So, yeah, I mean, you could have, if string theory is correct, you have a brain collide with a brain, and then you have the Big Bang, right? So maybe that's how we got here. Maybe that's the answer. There's an eternal cycle of cosmos that just goes back and forth eternally, infinitely, forever. Like you extend back in time and there's an infinity of universes. That's possible. So I don't know. Speculative, right? Nonsense, probably, but speculative. This is the Dusk soundtrack. So, one thing that will cause the big rip is this soundtrack right here. It just goes way too hard. The Cosmos can't handle it. In fact, if you play the Doom soundtrack and this like side by side, I mean, you're in Slipgate territory, buddy. You're just like, yeah, I mean, you don't want to do that. It's so heavy it's going to collapse in on itself and cause a fucking black hole by itself. You know what I mean? It's so heavy it makes a neutron star look like a lightweight. How's that?